You mentioned about building your pipeline as well. So I'm curious about like how do you go about building your pipeline? You mentioned I think it was like through social selling, right? Do you use like tools these days such as LinkedIn and like
Yeah.
what's the deal there? What do you do when you're building your
So
pipeline?
yeah, so today is a little different than back then now, because now there's
Yeah.
I
There's
mean,
quite a lot.
it's just such a different world, right? Even
Yeah.
since then, right? So like,
Mm,
in terms of social selling, yeah. So I'm really big. I think the first piece is, at least for me personally, it's knowing where your audience is at. So
okay.
majority of my target audience is actually on LinkedIn, right?
Okay.
So I spend most of my time. It's really, I'm selling to sales professionals. I'm
Mm,
selling to business leaders. I'm selling to like sales leaders.
yep.
So most of them are on LinkedIn. That's usually what most of them are. So
Mm,
I'm on there, and there's like I utilize it. I don't usually post things that are like, hey, look, come talk to me about my
yeah.
sales training program, or because that doesn't usually work, right? People think it's
Yep.
very spammy. So I'm much more strategic about that.
Mm-hmm.
So once I left, I mean, I've used social selling for years now in just different ways, right?
Yep.
Whether before I was using to recruit talent for my sales
Mm.
teams, because I had a large sales team of 110 people over multiple
Yeah.
states. So whether I was doing that to before that, I was doing research off LinkedIn, right, to be able to
Yeah.
get in backdoor. And so now the way I use it now, 'cause you can still do it for research, but
Mm-hmm.
I will use it to generate leads into my funnel, right? So it's
Mm.
it's a little different now, because I have a digital marketing funnel,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a nurture sequence, right? But
Mm.
on LinkedIn, what I'll do a couple different ways. So number one, I post quite a bit of content, not a ton. I post like once a day on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
And it's always sales tip, sales lessons, um, a story with a moral, a sales lesson at the very end, right? So
Mm.
organically, it just, what happens is it's building up a following, right?
Mm.
And I have a link in there as well in my comments where people can go
Yep.
and subscribe to my free trainings. So they
Mm.
go on my free trainings, they can watch my free trainings, whatever it's going to be.
Nice.
Now that organically will generate leads as a result. So
Mm.
this way, maybe they see me, they go, okay, whatever. They go to my profile, look, okay, this guy's pretty interesting. Look at his profile. My
Mm.
profile's been optimized to attract my target audience.
Mm.
So if you're my target audience on LinkedIn, you take a look at my profile, you say, you know what, like, okay, this guy's achieved some pretty cool things. Wow.
Yeah. Mm.
Let me look at his battle kit's pretty neat. Okay. Let me
Mm.
look now at his track record. Oh, okay, it's pretty good. Well,
Yep.
maybe he is a BS artist. Let's find out. Oh, look at, like,
Mm.
he's got 52, 54 recommendations from other people talking about how he's done a really good and changed their lives.
Mm.
Okay. Now he's starting to look more legit. Look at my
Yep.
posts. They see that I've been posting consistently, articles, etc. So
Mm.
that organically will get them into my funnel at one point,
Yep.
and then they'll probably eventually add me on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
right? So look, so I usually get, not a ton, but I usually get like 20, 30 requests per day. And
Mm.
um, when I accept the ones that are my target market,
Mm-hmm.
I'll immediately send them a video message,
Mm. Okay.
right? So I drop them a video message, right? Say, hey, thank you so much for adding me. Really, really appreciate it. Want to
Mm.
bring you some
Nice.
massive value because I see you're in sales. Hey, check out this free training below. Hope we give you some great value if it's something that you're interested in. Thanks.
Mm.
That's it.
Oh,
No
cool.
hard sale.
Yep.
I include a link below for free training. Send over to them. Once they opt in, they're into my funnel, right?
Mm.
So, and then I have a sequence that warms them up. It gives them massive value, tons of. The training, like, even if they buy zero from me,
Yeah.
now they get so much value from there. And then after the 7-day nurture sequence, then they go into I nurture them every week with a weekly newsletter.
Yep.
This way they get content every single week.
Mm.
So because the timing is half the battle. Once they're ready to go,
Mm.
they're gonna be ready to buy, right? So
Mm.
I might make multiple soft offers throughout
Yep.
until they close.
That's awesome, man. Like, so you built a marketing system first,
Yes,
a nurturing system where you attract the target audience
that's right.
through your sources, different sources like LinkedIn, and then you've set up your nurturing email sequences. Is that right? Like a online, yep, where you're providing great content, and whether they say yes or no, it doesn't matter. Like you've already helped them, and you
100%.
might get a few people. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can definitely attest to that because I think I did a search on I typed in sales in Instagram, and I think your name popped up.
Yep.
And then I think, yeah, I think I saw a picture of you. You're like training someone in
Really?
sales. Yeah. And then I looked you up on the website. Okay, cool. This guy looks pretty good. And then I did some more research, and I saw a YouTube video. You're being interviewed on a podcast. I was listening to
Yep.
that, and it's it's a real deal and everything like that. So
Appreciate that.
yeah,
It
you've done
takes
really
time
well.
to build up, right? I mean,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
the marketing pieces, it's like it takes time to get to that point of actually building up, right? So it's just like anything else. It's it's if you ever watch the old school movie, Glengarry Glen Ross, right? AIDA, right? Attention, decision, action, right? Being a new entrepreneur, which I've been doing this for about 6 months now, what I've done in the past is irrelevant, right? So now I need to build new brand. So it's all about it's really about the awareness, right?
Yeah.
And the awareness is the number one issue that new business owners run into. Most people don't realize that, but if you can neutralize that, and you can solve every problem. Sales solves every problem you have in business. Every single problem.
Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah. 100% agree. Like the world does not revolve. I mean, the world cannot move around without people like us, like salespeople, right? Nothing happens without like getting something signed on the dotted line.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Everyone's waiting for us to sign it, sign the documents, and then project, managers can kick in the project. Everything goes in motion, but nothing happens without us.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Yeah, that's awesome.